Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, Kwahala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakwakadash, the Monastery of the Apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, noise in this road abroad, all around the world, through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So I want to talk about, us being men in this truth, because being in this truth, we are to have the mentality of, being stern, hard, and just straightforward, We cannot allow our feelings or our personal feelings. We cannot allow ourselves to mix our personal feelings in the way we feel being in this truth. Because that's not how we're designed, or that's not how we're built. That's not how we're made to be, We're made to be hard, stern, austere, like our Lord Yahushua. This is why, the Israelites didn't like Yahushua. A lot of people didn't like Yahushua because he was an austere man, An austere man, which means, he was a hard man. He was a straightforward man. When he came up on this earth, he spoke straightforwardly and sternly, Not depicted in the fucking movies because, our Lord was not no so-called white man. He didn't look like no so-called white man. He was a so-called black man, Talking all soft and all smooth, you know what I'm saying? And doing, that's not how our Lord came, Even though he did come as a man, as a humble man, but at the same time, he was an austere man. This is why a lot of people didn't receive him. A lot of our people didn't receive him because he was austere and he was hard. Likewise today, because back in the times, the prophets were not liked. They were hated and they were despised because they were hard and stern, Likewise in these times, we are to be hard and stern. We can't be soft and emotional, like women, Because women only deal with emotions. We as men, we don't deal with emotions. We deal with logic and facts and reproof, So we ought to be strong, austere men as our Lord Yahushua, because we're following in the footsteps of our Lord Yahushua, and we're following the example of what he did when he was here, when he started the ministry, So we cannot allow our personal feelings or emotions get the best of us, being in this truth. Because once you allow your personal feelings or you allow your feelings, to get the best of you being in this truth, then you're setting yourself up for great failure, Because you will always have your mind entangled with your feelings, and then you'll just miss the mark. You won't be able to grow properly, in this truth when you're allowing your personal feelings to hinder your spiritual growth, You either to conquer that and to get past it and to allow yourself to grow properly in this truth, in this faith, and in the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So let me just jump into the precept right here and break it down further. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 46 verse 8, and it reads, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring again to mind, O ye transgressors," because we are to show ourselves men. And how are we showing ourselves men men of the Lord in this truth, by teaching the truth, reproving our people, taking reproof, most brothers, being in this faith, when a brother gets on them, they can't really take it. What they do is they'll allow their personal feelings or their emotions get the best of them. And lo and before, they end up falling out of the truth and going back into the world. That goes to show you that man was not a man. He didn't graduate into manhood yet, being in this truth, though his physical appearance may appear as a man, but his spiritual mind is like a boy. It's like a little boy. Well, like a female, like a woman, Because he's not accepting the reproof or the rebuke, to help him further his growth in this truth. And sexually, what he did was he allowed his emotions, or the way he felt, from the rebuke, to get the best of him. And lo and behold, just ended up falling out of the truth, fading away, withering away, in this world. This is why, showing yourself man, it takes discipline, time, and patience. Those are the three key elements, being in this truth. You have to have discipline, you have to have time, and you have to have patience. That's going to further growth. That's going to further spiritually growth you. That's going to further enhance your spirit, or further help you in the grow as a man in this truth. Once you have those three elements, those three key words, that you apply yourself, that you apply being in this truth. And if you don't apply it, those three key words, being in this truth, then you're just going to end up setting yourself up for failure, along with praying too. Because that's a lot of things, most brothers don't do. They're not praying, they're not praying, nor they're not rehearsing the righteous acts. This is why they fall short, So you gotta get out of your personal feelings. You gotta get out of your feelings and use those three key words, Accept discipline, accept reproof. Endure hardness as a good soldier in Yahweh Shai. That's how you're gonna grow in this faith. That's how you're gonna forever increase your faith being in this truth. You can't allow personal feelings or your feelings, or getting up in your feelings, or you feel, strife against another brother. You're not supposed to feel strife against no brother in this truth. Strife and envy. Those are things of those are traits of women. That's a trait of a woman. We as men, we think logically, and we think straightforwardly. Real men don't have those kind of mentalities. And applying, your faith, mixing discipline and time and patience with praying, will forever increase your faith, and you'll begin to grow properly as a man in this truth. Allowing your personal feelings and allowing emotions and mixing it in the truth is not gonna help you grow properly in this truth. You got to put aside those feelings and how you feel. And grow properly in the faith and in the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So that's all I got to say on that. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Ruach double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Yahweh out there in the highways and byways, noise in this world abroad, all around the world, through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.